Hi everyone, this is Julie Stark with On Your Left Fitness and TriZona, and this is your pre-race video. I apologize I didn't get it to you yesterday as promised. As typical in the Stark household, life got in the way. But here we go. Just a couple of things I need to touch base on. Number one, if you are new to triathlon and you have never done one before, welcome to the club, and we look forward to having you. We recommend that you go on the event page and click under event info or race info and look at the photo for how to set up a transition area. That is really, really important. There should be 5 to 6 bikes per rack, and that means you have a very small space to set up your transition. So if you've never done this before, we highly recommend that you look at that picture, arrive early, and ask questions, because there will be lots of people who have done this event before, can also help you understand how everything will flow. So I'm going to dive right in. And the number one thing is this is a USAT, USA Triathlon sanctioned event. That means everyone, whether you're on a relay team or not, every single person has to pick up their own packet. And you have to show photo ID. That is a USAT requirement. That's not my requirement, but I cannot bend the rules because I cannot risk losing my USAT certification. The one thing that USAT is very big on is that every person must know their own course. There is no argument to come from an athlete saying, I didn't know where I was supposed to go. I didn't know what I was supposed to do. The maps are on the event website. They are there for you to review. With that said, of course, we have staff or volunteers that are going to be at very critical turn areas. You should be fine. The only hiccup we have ever had is 1 year, for some reason, people decided as they were returning off of the bike course and heading back up the Star Pass Boulevard towards the resort, they turned and went on the cart path because they saw that's where all the runners were going. The bicycles are never, ever on the same course as a runner. You go out on Star Pass Boulevard Road, you go out on Players Club Drive, and you come back the exact same way. You never, ever enter the golf course cart path other than where you mount and dismount your bike, and that is a run-only section. So that covers pretty much that. Each person, regardless of relay team or mega or beginner, you each will get your own bib number and your own bike number and helmet number. So this little center section will peel off and you will put it on the front of your helmet. This long piece here, you will peel off, and then you are going to fold it in half around your seat post. It should be sticking out towards the back. Every single bike that comes into transition must have a bike number. That is how you'll be able to get your bike out of transition. To be able to get your bike out of transition after you're done, you'll need to have your bib number, and people will be checking to make sure your bib number matches the bike number. So again, make sure your bike has this on it. And when you go to collect your bike, make sure you have your bib number. This is what you wear on the run only. You do not have to wear it any other time. However, some people do like to wear it on the bike. They'll put it on one of these race belts, which if you don't have one of these, I recommend you go to your local running shop or cycling shop or tri shop and get one. But you can wear it on the bike and you can spin it around to the back. And then when you go to run, you'll move it around to the front. But that's totally up to you. We're not going to dictate what you do. Since this is a relay, we really don't do any body marking other than we're going to put your number on your arm. You will line up for the swim start in bib number order. We will start with the beginner solos who are only doing one loop of the entire course first. We will then go right into the mega relay, or I'm sorry, the mega individuals, and then we will start the relay teams. For the relay teams, only the first person who is starting will line up. The rest of you will go towards the finish line, there will be a canopy that you will wait under to go and get the chip handed off to you. We recently sent out some instructions on, I believe, Monday or Tuesday in an email on how that will flow. Please review that email. And if you still have lingering questions, reach out to us. We are here to help you as much as possible. Teams have one timing chip. It goes on their left ankle during the race, and it is exchanged from team member to team member. So one timing chip. If for some reason somebody on your team doesn't get that chip, then they're not going to get timed and your team is not going to get scored. So it is very critical that you pass that chip. So I want to talk a little bit about the bike course. It's only 3.5 miles. That doesn't mean it's easy. And you can ask questions of people that are in transition and have done this many, many times. It is a very fast descent out of the resort. You're going downhill, down Star Pass Boulevard. You're going to make a left at the first stop sign, which is Players Club Drive. Again, we will have a volunteer and there will be a sign telling you to turn left. You're going to go down Players Club Drive almost to Anklam. Before you get to Anklam, there's a break in the median, and that's where you will U-turn. Again, we will have a volunteer or staff member there, as well as there are 2 Tucson police officers managing traffic there for you to turn safely. With that said, it is an open course. There is no cones or barricades separating you, the rider, from traffic on the road. We have been designated the bike lane. That is our racing lane. Unless you are passing somebody, you need to stay in that bike lane. If you are going to pass somebody, you need to look behind you and make sure it is safe for you to pass. Again, open course. Cars will probably be on the road at some point. It is a neighborhood. It is not a highly trafficked area, but there will be cars. As you U-turn and you come back up Players Club Drive and you turn right, again, there will be a volunteer directing you and police there at that intersection. You will continue straight back up Star Pass the way you came out up that big hill to the mount dismount line. That section from when you turn from Players Club Drive all the way up and down that area is closed to traffic. We will have a police officer directing anybody coming into the resort that they have to enter from the back end. So you are pretty safe. You have that road. There should not be any cars passing you in that area. So that's the one nice good thing. The run course is 100% on sidewalks or the golf cart path. The sidewalk, pretty easy, but the cart path, there are some extreme downs as well as some very tough uphills, all within a mile. You are going to get your quads and hamstrings worked if they weren't already worked on the bike. Just be cautious, just be safe. It's a golf course. There's sand. We do the best we can, to clean up as much as we can, but just be aware that that is out there. Again, bikes should never enter that cart path. It is 100% for runners only. And we recommend that you go online and look at your course. If you're on a 2-person relay team, please remember the first person on the team has to be the third. You can't go 1 and 2 and then hand off to 3. That is going to give you an unfair advantage of not having to take the time to exchange the chip. So first, on a 2-man team, first person is also third. For the second and third laps, just know that your swim time actually starts when that person crosses the finish line. Your time has started, so it will account for all that time you were running into the lazy river area, climbing up the slide and starting your swim. The only person that really gets the accurate swim from the start to the finish is that first person or your first lap if you're in the mega division. We recommend that you show up with a headlamp. Transition will open at 5 a.m. and it will be dark. It'll get light, probably closer to about 5:30, but give yourself that 30 minutes. You will pick up your timing chip on race morning. So you get your packet on Friday or Saturday. There is no race day packet pickup. You must pick up on Friday or Saturday, either at Friday at Fleet Feet or on Saturday at the resort. But your chip, you will get race morning. It will be at the table where you're going to see the awards and food and everything. We will have a flag. It says chips. And that right there is where you'll come and pick up your timing chip. Again, that goes on your left ankle. After you finished your race, you are welcome to go over. We'll have empanadas, chocolate milk, waters, some granola bars, and some popsicles. So go ahead and treat yourself, but don't forget about your teammates if you're on a relay out there. And also the mega people, I'm impressed that they are doing a try 3 times in a row. Be sure to cheer them on because in my opinion, they're superhuman. So once everybody is off the course, then we will do the awards ceremony. Because this is done in a time trial fashion, we don't know who's actually won until everybody is done. Because in reality, the last swimmer to get in the water, which might be the 80th person, their team could be the fastest overall. We don't know. So until everybody is finished, we will not be handing out awards. That same goes for the mega people. So we hope and anticipate that that will be about 10 o'clock that morning, and we will do it right near the food canopy table area. And we'll have the podium box. It'll be very easy for you to see. So that pretty much covers it, other than if you're not familiar with USAT rules, I highly recommend you watch the USAT official video that we had created for our Oro Valley Tri. I will be sending you a link with that in an email. And as always, if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me, Julie, Julie, at triyoyl.com.